Scorps, how are you doing? Welcome to my channel. This is a general reading for 3 till 9 May with me, Adrian Nelson. If it's your first time here, welcome, and if you're coming back, welcome back to my channel. Such a pleasure to see you. This is a general reading, so please take it as it resonates. I have to tell you this. At the time of me doing this reading, it's we just had a beautiful supermoon, which is when the moon is much closer to the earth than it normally is. It's the first supermoon for the year actually, and it was a moon in Scorpio. And I've had so many people come to me and say, oh, it's going to be such a horrible time because the new moon is in Scorpio, or the full moon is in Scorpio. People that don't even really understand sort of how astrology works, they just sort of go on hearsay. And it's actually one of the most amazing, one of the most beautiful, especially when you look at everything else that all the other planets are doing, one of the most amazing sort of astrological events. And the fact that the full moon was in Scorpio is just mind-blowingly awesome, all right, let's get back to your reading before I get carried away. From the law of attraction, it says, I attract the essence of whatever pleases me. I attract the essence of whatever pleases me. And on the back there, if some of you want to freeze the screen or screen grab it, what do you call it, screenshot it, it says, when you go into your creative workshop, which is conscious manifestation, watching your thoughts, you begin to assimilate the data that represents your preferences, and as you assimilate the data, you will prepare a picture of self from which you will begin attracting into your experience the essence of all that has been pleasing you. What is it saying in layman's terms? What you focus on, especially when you focus on with joy, you will attract things to you faster. Okay, so let's do your tarot. We're going to take a look at your recent past, current energy, what's coming towards you. Going to clarify, and then I'm going to end up with a direct message from the universe, as well as an oracle card. Please remember that these are general readings. Please take them as they resonate. That is quite awesome. And I'm talking about the cards, sorry. Let's see what we have. Take it as it resonates. If you obviously want to have a focus on your own personal energy, you can book a personal reading with me as well. My email address is in the description. Overall energy for you is the Ace of Cups. Divine breakthrough, and I feel for many of you, for most of you, financial breakthrough. It's almost like when you think of Feng Shui, sort of like how you set up your energy, basically, consciously set up your energy. And I've got a beautiful Feng Shui flow in my home, except for that quart at the back there that's sort of hanging over there. I need to sort it out. But when you consciously focus on how it is that you'd like your life to be, you set yourself up for prosperity and for abundance and for success. And I feel that's what many of you have been focusing on. And you're in that space where your cup is literally beginning to flow over, where you're in a space where there's so much beauty that's starting to come into your life that that others are able to see how beautiful it is. You're even able to share, and there's a beautiful third eye opening for you guys as well. Okay, in your recent past, we got the Wheel of Fortune, we got the Ace of Wands, and we've got the King of Pentacles. In your current energy, there's the Four of Swords. I love that very much. The Ten of Cups, like that even more, and the Six of Swords. Awesome stuff. Coming towards you, we've got the Knight of Swords, you've got the Justice card, and we've got the Three of Swords. So when I look at this, first of all, there's some sort of change that started to initiate there for you in the recent past, which is incredible. Divine intervention, once again, with emotions, with your heart. Some of you, you may have been in a space where you were almost sort of like, people pleasing, but in a sense trying to keep the peace, trying to sort of be there for everyone and, look out for everyone. And it didn't really work, because for many of you, you place yourself second, and even with the best of intentions, when we place ourselves second, it doesn't actually work out, all right? Because there is a message that we give to the universe, And when we give that message to the universe has to meet what we give it, all right? But then things really started to change quite profoundly for you. Some of you got promotions, you moved to better jobs, you moved to better homes, maybe you got a beautiful windfall, you started, maybe you've been trying something for quite a while and it just didn't work and didn't work and didn't work, and then all of a sudden, bang, it just started to work for you, okay? In your current energy, I really see you, it's like strengthening your position or your place in this world, really. It's I can't even tell you how happy this is making me, because this is a space where, and I love this card so much because generally, and for those of you that are familiar with, with traditional tarot, let me just see if I can find the card for you quickly. I just want to show you what it is that I'm actually speaking about, because that for me, Scorpio, is such a clear sign for you of the energy where you are at the moment. And as I said, it gives me such incredible joy to be able to share this particular message with you, because for some of you, you've really been having you've been experiencing the brunt of other people's words and feelings and emotions. They treated you almost like a dumping yard. So I just want to show you that. So with the Four of Swords, there's this energy coming down, coming down, coming down. So you're sort of like embracing a greater part of being. But this is what I like about this card, that there's, energy coming down. But it's also, as you reach into the greater part of who you are and embrace yourself, you're also sending energy up. You're sending a message to the universe for how it is that you'd like to change things in your life, in your family life, in your everyday life, how you experience life from the moment you wake up to the moment you go to sleep, and if you wake up in the middle of the night, that sort of vibe, okay? And going forward, I see you making very powerful connections that help you to sort of work with others in a very prosperous sense of the word, in ways that, or sense, in ways that really benefit you very prosperously. I see you going forward really, following your higher purpose. It might take you a while to get there, but I see that you're following your higher purpose. You are following your greatest good. You are following your calling now that you understand it. Now that you're not trying to make other people sort of like you, but you're like, I will give my best and I will give all of that I can. But if others don't get that about me, it's like you realize that you got to be okay with that. And it's a very powerful realization that really, and there with the, things are evening out for you here with the Justice card. And some of you are really going to a space where you're getting to see the power of your healed heart. Because remember when we were speaking about the sword earlier on, the energy going up, this is also the energy that you're sending up. What is it that you're bringing down, that you are calling into your life? Many of you are calling in powerful abundance. You are calling in unlimited abundance. Let's see. Let's clarify. Let's just put this down. Let's see. Okay. So let us clarify for you the Ace of Cups in your current energy, Scorpio. Let's see what we got for our Scorpios. Right, 9 of Swords, 7 of Swords, Ace of Pentacles. So some of you are still very worried about certain things where you are right now. And everything that I told you about your overall energy, you may doubt it a little bit. You might be like, maybe Adrian just want to tell me the good stuff. That is not the trip that Adrian is on. Okay? So some of you are having difficulty sleeping, having difficulty coming to terms, with many things in life. But I feel that as you are feeling the feelings, you're also letting go of certain things. It's almost like a period of assessment where you're feeling a certain feeling and you're saying, okay, is this what I'd like to feel? Is this what I'd like to have in my life? Is this what I'd like to experience? So it's more, I would sort of say that where you are at the moment, it's more sort of a stage of getting clarity about what is really for you in life and what is sort of no longer for you, okay? And that is bringing beautiful divine intervention there for you with money, with windfalls, with beautiful stuff. So with that being said, let's look at that Ace of Wands there in the recent past that does, bring for you wonderful stuff, because emotional breakthrough, a heart opening, higher heart sort of opening, heart chakra opening always brings wonderful stuff. So lots of aces in this reading, because remember we were clarifying the Ace of Cups in your current energy, and then when we look at your recent past, clarifying the Ace of Wands, we've got the Ace of Cups again. Before that we've got the Eight of Swords and also the Eight of Wands. So yeah, some of you were feeling sort of like in a space, feeling very conflicted, feeling very contrived within your own life, but then also that breakthrough. It's almost like you were in this dark sort of tunnel, and you know, you may have felt that there's no sort of light coming through from this tunnel. You know, there's sort of like no kind of light at the end of this tunnel, and then all of a sudden, boom, it just sort of, you know, shines through, and then you realize, oh my goodness, I was already where I wanted to be. Maybe the lights were just not turned on, so I wasn't even aware of the fact that I was already where I wanted to be. Okay, calling in unlimited abundance, not even aware of it. Let's clarify the Four of Wands in your current energy. You've got the Sun, you've got the Six of Swords again, because the Six of Swords is also in your current energy, but we're clarifying that Four of Swords for you now. So the Sun, the Six of Swords, and the Hierophant. Wonderful energy, love that. Things are lighting up for you. Things are lighting up for you. Things are coming to pass for you. Wonderful sense here of enlightenment. Getting ways to do things in a way that serves you better, ready for the next level. Even though you might not feel that way, I can tell you from what I'm seeing in these cards, you're ready for the next level. It's right there for you. Okay, let's see what you've got for the Ten of Cups in your current energy. All right, you've got the Magician, the Eight of Pentacles, and the Six of Wands. So you're creating the perfect world, you know, that you want to have, that you want to live in, that you want to experience. You're actually in the space of creating that for yourself right now. Powerful stuff. You're getting to express yourself. You're going forward into ways that define you, that sort of where you get to really just be you. And there's a confirmation there as well, Scorpio, that you already have everything it takes to make a success of your life. Absolutely everything. You already have it. It is about opening your heart to it, and I feel that many of you are doing that. Also, some of you are realizing that you may have been very set to doing things in a certain way, your way. And I feel that many of you are open to maybe considering a different sort of way over here, and it's bringing you to a point where it can really change things for you quite dynamically. Okay. Clarifiers there for you for the Six of Swords. I've got the Six of Cups, the Nine of Wands, and the King of Cups. So the Six of Swords, the first clarifier of the Six of Swords is actually the Six of Cups. So I feel that the first thing that many of you are doing is you're forgiving yourself, and if you're not working on that, I would highly encourage that, forgiving yourself, letting go of other people's opinions of you, you know, how they define you, because at the end of the day, the only person who really gets to live your life is you, and the only person that you're really answerable to is you. Okay, I love this. It's beautiful. Letting go of things that are holding you back, healing very deep ancient pains, and you're getting to a space where you're getting to a space where you're sort of unfolding in a way that a lot of people that may have had a certain sort of opinion about you are actually getting to see the real you. And the reason why they're getting to see the real you is because your focus in a loving way is reverted back and shining on you where it was shining on others before. And that is not a really loving sort of way of going about life, you know, regardless of our reasons. But when we focus back on us and we make ourselves a priority in our lives in a loving, kind, and supportive way, then that is what people pick up from us as well. Okay, let's look at the Knight of Swords for the energy coming towards you, Scorpio. So you got the Five of Swords, the Knight of Wands, and the Seven of Pentacles for the energy heading your way. Letting go of past fights. Some of you are being tempted going forward. It's like, you know, let's say that you were sort of like at a space of kind of like dis-ease with someone, and they not sort of like aware of the way that you've changed, and they kind of want to come back and they want to sort of like take up the fight of before, and you're like, I'm not doing that anymore. I'm living in my life now. I'm standing in my power. You know, sorry for you. Obviously in a kind way. In a way that supports you and respects the other person as well, because often people don't know how we changed already. But I see you going forward, focusing on yourself, working on yourself, building a fortunate life for yourself, really, going forward. Okay, so I want to say this to you, and I want you to understand that for some of you, not necessarily all of you, remember I am reading for a collective here, but for some of you, you may be engaged to be married, you may be in a long-term relationship or a committed partnership or something like that, and which is almost like a marriage. I feel for many of you, you're going to a space where you're realizing it's not the best thing for you to do any longer with the Four of Wands there in reverse, also the Six of Pentacles and the Nine of Pentacles, where you're realizing you have to kind of change your thoughts. You know, you're looking at things from a different way. Maybe you got into this relationship from a point of almost trying to sort of like maybe, you know, fill a void or something like that. And obviously that, you know, that doesn't really ever work out. So you're getting to see what is the thing that is best for everyone, and what is amazing is that you're taking the brave steps that need to be taken that a lot of times, sometimes people are hesitant to take. Okay. Energy coming towards you, Three of Swords, clarified by the Ten of Swords, the Queen of Pentacles, and the Eight of Cups. You are very much on a very similar journey to what Cancer is on. You know, and if you've got strong Cancer in your chart, or maybe you're dealing with a Cancer, you're trying to understand another Cancer, you might want to go take a look at that reading. But Ten of Pentacles is a, you know, Ten of Swords, sorry, Queen of Pentacles and the Eight of Cups, clarifying the Three of Swords there for you. You're letting go of the past. It's a sense of a rebirth, focusing on you, focusing on your success, stepping away from the things that no longer define you. And I feel for many of you that also includes people, because some of you would have sort of gathered people around you that would, you know, I mean, we don't do these things consciously, but would confirm to you, you know, that sort of like, you know, your manky sides, but you're getting away from there, you're moving to more, which I love, okay? And if that resonates with you, I'd really appreciate you liking the video, commenting, sharing, subscribing. Remember, if you subscribe, hit the notification bell. Let's also get you a general message, okay? So you've got the Ten of Pentacles in reverse, the Eight of Pentacles in reverse, and the Page of Swords in the upright position. Something really amazing, and I will share that with you. Obviously, I did a beautiful space clearing, as I always do before every reading. And I burned some white sage, but that was quite a while ago. And as I was drawing these cards for you right now, I actually... But just in the moment, and now it's gone again, I get that beautiful white sage scent. And for me, that is about clearing out in your life, okay? A lot of things, a lot of karmic patterns are being cleared out for you. Some of you are, you know, that you were out of sync, especially with money and resources, availability, time. Maybe there were things that you wanted to do, but didn't get to that. And you're going to a space where, with this putting yourself first, realizing that you are a priority and should be a priority in your life, there's a sense of almost like an opening happening for you. Okay. Again, there's that white sage scent. Getting you just an oracle card to end of your reading. It says, valiant cause, take action with passion. You know, and passion. You know, I remember that I used to live in Abu Dhabi at a stage, and I was first what you call it, a butler, and it made me a little bit uncomfortable. And then I became a concierge, which I loved, because I just got to go everywhere. But I remember the restaurant manager, and he was from Italy, and he'd be like, my favorite word in the world is passion, because passion, you know, or passion, his favorite word in the world. It's just such a wonderful word, and it's just so expressive. And so what you are being encouraged to do, Scorpio, is that the things in life that really make your heart bubble up and smile and gives you joy, no matter what it is you're going through, what's happening in your life, really pay attention to that, you know. And it could be different things for different people. For me, it is tarot reading. You know, I also do spiritual regression hypnosis, and I, you know, do NLP. I do wonderful things, but tarot reading is really the thing in the world that sort of just makes my heart bubble up. And it's about finding what is that for you, because When you can find that and you can trust that the divine power that looks after all of us can help you to work on that and to unfold that in your life in a way that you can do what you love to do, it can actually become your main source of sort of sustainability in this world. Okay, hope it helps. See you next week. Bye.